What is up,
Hey
YouTube gang? Thank y'all for tuning back into the Shenanigans family. We stand with the comedy right now. We sprinkle some music on y'all this year.
We need to laugh.
But we need some laughter now. We need some laughter.
Laughter is good for the
Heading
soul.
into Bill Burr, one of our favorites over here. We love Bill Burr. If you don't,
Bill
we got
Burr.
a bunch of Bill Burr reactions. Go check them out.
Oh my gosh. If you have not, go watch that Bill Burr movie. I think it's on Netflix. Was it on Netflix?
Some Dads. I forgot what it's called.
It was something Dads.
It's funny.
It's
hilarious.
It's Bill Burr's all the way. He was laughing so hard. I'm just like, calm down.
This one's called Nightmares on the Universal Mario Ride. So
Nightmares on the Universal Ride?
Bill Burr must have been on something tripping.
He went to Universal?
That's what I'm guessing.
For those of you around the world, out here in LA, there's two theme parks, okay? You have Disneyland, right? Which is the one you want to go to. All right?
Disney Adventure?
They know. I'm going to sit down for this so you guys know that this is coming from the heart, okay? So anyway, Universal, it's like they're making shit on the lot, and then up top, the people that go to their movies, they have all of these fucking rides that you go on. So every once in a while, a new ride opens up, and if you have kids, your kids want to go on it. So the new Mario World ride opened up, and we went there, and my wife, I don't know what she did. Like, she always buys the VIP shit. She goes, don't worry. She goes, we have the VIP, we can just fucking go in. But our VIP shit didn't count on the new ride. They're like, yeah, that doesn't count. We're like, what are we talking about? We paid an extra $100 per ticket. They're like, yeah, that's for the other rides. You know?
Sounds about right.
I seen that.
It be down in the damn. It be like in fine ass little print.
I seen that. On someone posted, they were like saying like, "Oh, be careful because like the VIP pass does."
They always scamming
but
something.
But for the newest one, it does not count.
But for an extra $150, you can't get in this line. Like, bro, at this point, I'm gonna wait.
I've only been to Universal one time.
At this point, I'm gonna wait.
And I only went. I think I went like over 10 years ago. It's been over 10 years ago. But I went. The first time I went, it was for the Halloween, the Oktoberfest one. Yeah, never again.
Remember Joe Dirt? You remember that? The Joe Dirt ride. You can get on that. Shout out to David Spade. The Joe Dirt ride. It's a fucking 69 Super B that does a loop-de-loop. You can say, I don't want to fucking go on that. Well, you wouldn't have to stand in line. There's no one in that line, you asshole. It's a fucking movie from 30 goddamn years ago. We have the Tango and Cash fucking water ride. It's good for that, but any of this new shit. So we go into like Mario World. And the first thing we got there early, and we stand in line for this fucking ride. Dude, it was 2 hours and 40 minutes to get on the fucking ride, dude. Every time you thought you'd gone up the last flight of stairs and gone into the last room, and there was no refreshments, no nothing. So people are getting dehydrated, and then they keep bringing you outside of the structure. And this is one of those fights you don't want to have with your wife in that line, because you can't walk away, right? You're just standing there. You don't want to start anything. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, why the fuck didn't you get the fucking goddamn shit? You know? You always know where the best shit is. How did you fuck this up, right? I was like the dad in Poltergeist, you know? You moved the gravestones, but you didn't move the bodies. Why? That's what I wanted to do. You got VIP tickets, but it didn't count on this shit, right? So 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes standing in line.
For 10 minutes.
It was so bad in the beginning, I felt for everyone around me, going like, how can you do this to these hardworking Americans? This is fucking terrible to run a business like this. People come here, they're with their kids. People are crying. Within an hour of that.
I'm trying to fix the couch.
That's true. Honestly, from what I can remember, when I went to Universal for October, most of the fun stuff was outside because the monsters and all that. And this was when The Walking Dead, like they barely put The Walking Dead at Universal. Like I remember going there for that. I never seen that, but I remember it. And it was so freaking scary. But anyways, I think I only went on 3 rides, but I didn't wait hours. Like I think it was like 30 minutes at most.
Every time I went to Universal, you know what? This is my thing. I know a lot of you probably gonna say, no, I like it. Stop putting the time in the line. I don't care. Like if you're at this point, 3 hours. If you're at this point, I don't care. Stop doing that. Because now you got me thinking like, bruh, I do not want to be waiting here for 3. Like, I hate that that's there. We need to put a petition out. Remove the time. At least I know I'm in line. I'm guessing at this point.
Like I said, I never waited in line.
I don't like it.
I only went one time, and then
from here it's 3 hours. From here it's 30 minutes.
I've never been to Disney, but we've heard that people wait at Disney for like 2 to 3 hours for one ride.
Disney and I'm like, Disney always been like that.
Oh my gosh. Like, to me, I'm just like,
it's a waste of time.
You're going to wait 3 hours, at most, let's just say 3 hours, for a, I mean, how long is a ride at Disney? I don't know, like 7
minutes.
7 minutes? 7 minutes?
You spend more time waiting than you do anything.
I mean, at this point, the ride is waiting in line. I
just hated everybody. And I was like, you know what? These fucking people deserve it. Look at it. Bunch of fat fucks standing here. Fucking cunts in front of me. They cut us. They did this thing where they sort of like saw how long the line was. And they say it was like going all the way that way. They sort of got to like, it was like, only like 5 or 10 groups of people. And they kind of went like, well, is that the line? Is that like the line? And then they were just fucking in it. And like, that was like an hour of my life. Going, why didn't I say anything? I didn't say anything because they all outweighed me by at least 120 pounds. Yeah, morbidly obese in their 20s, prime of their life. Should be running down the beach like they're in Baywatch, carrying that little thing, whatever that thing was for. Like, what was that thing?
A waste of time.
That little football? I'm in the ocean. That's what I'm going to hang on to. You're going to put it in your teeth and fucking swim back with your big fucking
safety device.
Heavy fake 90s titties. Like, we're not going to go down to the ground.
Right.
You might as well put cement shoes here, right? We went with another dad and his kid. And his kid, an hour and 50 minutes in, was just hanging over.
Probably knocked out.
The fucking banister thing. And he's going, this is the most boring thing ever. It was like bombing in stand-up for 2 hours and 40 straight fucking minutes. I remember at one point I was sitting up on the thing because I finally had to sit down, and I was up on the top thing, and I was sitting there, and I saw somebody walking down dressed as Super Mario, and I'm like, I know this bitch is gonna tell me to get off this fucking thing.
They always do.
And I am not moving. And she just came right and said, excuse me, sir, could you not sit on the chair?
Like,
could you not bring relief to your lower back after this ungodly wait for 3.5 minutes of a semi-good time? This is why I love my wife. She was sitting on the lower one, and I was sitting there. And the dad we were with was looking at us, waiting to acknowledge the authority, and neither one of us did. And she just kept walking. Could you not sit on that? Could you just stop?
No.
And she never did anything, and we never fucking moved.
Man, my legs would probably be dead by that time.
I just looked at the guys like, I'm not fucking moving. Like, what are you gonna do? Throw me out and end this? So we finally get into like this room. They're like, okay, everybody, we're getting ready to fucking do it. And they bring us like a whole group of us. They're like, come on, everybody. I see space. I see space. Keep walking in. All right. And we're like in that trash compactor thing from the movie you guys like, right? The fucking Star Wars. Right? Yeah, fucking. Yeah, buddy. Fucking Star Wars, man. Fucking. Live long with Chewbacca and your Buck Roger beady shit, right? So, there will be one person that comes up, oh, that's Star Trek. They do that in Star Trek, all right? Star Trek is may the force be with you, right? Is that how they do it? No, wait, that's Hitler. It's hard. It's hard to keep them all...
I ain't confused Star Trek, Hitler, and Star Wars. You know what? That is a cult.
Star Trek just had the people with the ears.
Yeah, but both of them got a cult
Star Trek had the
following.
People in the ears.
Like, if you don't have nothing nice to say about either of those, don't say nothing at all.
And
They following will stab you in the neck with a fork.
I remember Star Trek, and then they have the uniforms, the little uniforms, the little suits.
They will stab you.
Star Wars, I've never seen, but I've heard stuff, and then like my older brothers used to watch it. Like, I know some characters. I know what Star Trek looks like, and like a little bit of what they're based on. And then Star Wars, I just know like a little bit of stuff, like, lifesavers.
They will stab you. Don't try to guess their stuff. You ain't seen nothing. That's your problem.
Now
you're trying to guess something. Now you're trying to guess something you haven't. I ain't never seen this shit. How am I gonna know?
I never seen. I just said.
I never even looked into it. It never even caught my eye. See, now you're going to get me stabbed in the neck with a fork. Because now they're going to say, really? Now look at you. You never even seen it, and you over here talking about you. Look,
I know a little
their community is serious.
I know a little something, so I'm in the community because I know a little bit of it.
You are not in the community.
Yeah, I do.
Keep track of all of them.
Yeah, I am.
So we get in this fucking room, and then this poor woman, right? She's got like the drive-through. the drive-through microphone. She's like, all right, everybody's in. Okay. And we've been waiting for 2 hours and 40 minutes. And she has the fucking balls to go, all right, you guys ready to ride the Super Mario ride? And the parents are like, yeah! Yes, we are! That was the entire purpose of this exercise. And you know the deal. When somebody says, are you ready? No matter how much you say you're ready, it's never enough, right?
No.
You know who he sounded like screaming like that? He sounded like Will Ferrell.
He did.
And I was just like, whoa, hold on. Is that Will Ferrell?
So we're standing there. She's like, oh, come on.
Right.
This is the Super Mario ride. You could do better. Are you ready to ride the Super Mario ride? And everybody's like, with the last bit of fucking hydration we have in our body, we're like, yeah! Yes, we are! Tell me where the dick is and I will suck it! Please!
Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't going that far.
When you start, look, that long of dehydration and exhaustion, your mind
and then you're not drinking water.
No.
You probably have like some soda or lemonade
something
or
that didn't sold you. Some big old thing that didn't soda.
You don't got cotton candy. You don't have no water.
Right. You delusional as hell right now. Don't care nothing about what they talk about.
You're going to fall asleep in the ride.
Let this part of my life end. Right? And then guess what happens? Nothing. Nothing, because the ride has not arrived on the other side. So now she has to filibuster, and she's not good at it. Going like, this ride took over 75 fucking hours to whatever the fuck she was saying. And then it ends, and she starts again. All right, I hear it. I hear it.
Like teasing.
And she's like, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I remember there was this giant guy with this head that weighed as much as my body. And I could see him standing over everybody. And I just saw the side of his face in the complete lack of synapses firing. And he's like squinting. And she was going like, are you fucking ready? Are you ready to get on the fucking Mario ride? And he was just like, he just opened his mouth and exhaled. Was like, ah!
The only thing Bill Burrs not doing right here, the microphone is never clear. That South Park episode is always, you're like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Shut up. Don't say nothing else. Like, you hear a few words that come out. Like, you like, bro, I didn't hear nothing you just said. Like, if something were to break out emergency-wise at a theme park, good luck. The microphone is not getting the message out.
The best feeling is like when you get to the gate and you're like, yes, I'm next. That's like the best feeling.
Good luck. Like, if anything ever broke out at an amusement park, like, it's dangerous, good luck hearing it over the intercom. You're going to be like, what? They doing what?
Right? And then she did it, and she had the balls, the fucking cojones to do it again. She goes, come on, I say you're fucking ready. Yeah. And finally,
she should be
this
tired.
One dad, who the only person with self-esteem less, just went like, yeah, we've been waiting for 2.5 fucking hours.
Right? Envy those
he didn't say fuck. And she had the balls to be like, what? And he goes, we've been waiting for 2.5 hours. And I hated myself that I didn't say, yeah.
I would've.
Exactly. What do you think we're doing here? This is a horrible experience. Not worth the wait. We realized that an hour and 10 minutes in, but there was no way to get out. We were just surrounded, and there was metal on both sides. It's like the Ron Burgundy. I'm trapped in a glass house of emotion. So finally, we get in there. We go into another fucking room.
Yep.
They close the door, and this fucking guy's talking. At this point, I don't even remember what happened. Then we went to the final last thing. It's like, okay, this is what you got. You got to put the thing on, and then put the glasses on, and then you got to fucking, this is shooting and all of this stuff. And then we got on, and it was like fucking 3.5 minutes. And the whole, that's it. And the whole fucking thing was over, and we in there. I couldn't tell what I was shooting at and all this type, but I don't play, I'm not a video game guy, right? You know what I mean? I drank beers. Right? I fucking hung out with the fellas. I could throw a ball, all right? I lived my childhood outside in reality. I didn't stay inside friendless, jerking off, pretending I was a Navy SEAL, playing siphon filter. Well, actually, I played that game. We ended up getting out of there, right? I'm trying to work on not cursing in front of my kids. And we sat down to eat a Krusty Burger at the Simpsons part of the park.
I was wondering, I like Krusty Burger.
I was like,
that don't even sound good. Like, I like Krusty Burger.
Use your noggin.
I did. But
I only been there once, and you can't even.
I'm like a Krusty.
I remember when I went to Universal that one time, the only time, someone, like, at the Simpsons place, you can get, like, a big old donut. Like a Homer Simpson's donut. It's like a big box, and I kid you not, it's about this big, and it's
see, my stomach ain't set up to be eating stuff like that.
Well, you're not supposed to eat it all by yourself, Wilbur.
Be on the toilet.
It's called. You're supposed to share. I mean, if you could take that down by yourself, I mean, hey,
be right on the toilet.
Kudos to you, but that's a sharing type of vibe.
And I finally, like, my wife's going like, so do you want to go down and go on the Jurassic?
That's a good one. I will wait on Jurassic.
Velociraptor fucking ride. And I couldn't hold it anymore. I go, I'm fucking wiped. I can't.
You got on one ride.
I still want to do this anymore. Like,
you know, run ride. That's it.
If this is like the end of the relationship, I'm actually. I don't know if I have it in me to like save it. And if you just want to meet some other guy here with mouse ears that has a little better attitude about this types of things, like. I'm sure we can work on a financial settlement, but I am fucking. I'm fucking out of here. Like, I literally can't fucking do this anymore. Oh, it's great when you leave. When you leave, they're like, fuck you. Like, you got to go all the way out this way, and where all the fatties come in, they got this wide berth, and you just got to walk all the way. You're seeing the shrubbery. It's so bad because you can see, like, civilization. Like, oh, my God, look at those houses that have air conditioning and stuff. You're fucking just walking out. But the best part was we got home, and like my daughter fell asleep and everything, and she came in and her Nana was there. And she was like, how was it? And she was just like, it was unbelievable. And she totally flipped out and everything. I was like, all right, thank God. So it was worth it. So in a way, that was an endorsement.
It's worth it when your kids enjoy it and love it. As adults, we may be miserable, but our kids are having the best time of their life, so we're just gonna...
Because as a kid, you in line, you so hyped up, like, it ain't even bothering you. As an adult...
No, the worst is when you're in line for a long time, and then that one kid just starts getting antsy, and they start tripping, and it's like, I want to get out this line.
The parents don't want to smack them across the mouth.
Yeah, because it's like, do I take them out the line, or do I stay and just let them do it? Like, and
you know what? And another thing in line, you gotta know your spacing. I hate them up right on the back of my neck.
Man,
like, I had to do that. We had to do that at a grocery store. We had to do that at a grocery store because this lady I would scoot up and I told Dee, I'm like, she keeps scooting up. And she was like, what? I'm like, she keeps scooting up. Every time I move, she would literally be on my, if I step back, not even a step, like a half a step, my booty was touching her cart. So I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, just like, dude, I'm like, give me some. So we get to the register, like, now I'm loading, right?
So then I had to space it out.
So then she still, and I'm like, this lady got one more time. Like, she got one more time to scoot this cart.
People don't know personal space. And then they, like, try to tell you, like, oh, move up, move up. Where do you want me to move?
That's
where?
Back up.
And then it'd be like, oh, when you have, like, a gap, they're like, oh, can you move up? We're not going nowhere. If I stay here or move up 5 steps, we're not going nowhere.
We're 5 steps forward. That's it.
No, I need my personal space. I cannot.
Calm down.
But
this is great. This was great.
Good.
It brought out the adult.
What? I wonder what's at Universal now. Because I've never been.
A whole lot of new stuff.
Yeah, well, you went like a long time ago. You went over probably 10 years ago.
But I always see what people post when they talk about what's there.
Oh, yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know that's there. And I feel like when I went, it was The Walking Dead.
You've been 50 years ago.
Star Wars. That's all I remember. I know it's The Simpsons. But I don't know. It was fun. But that's one thing we want to check off our bucket list. We want to take our little ones to an amusement park.
It just made me think of that South Park episode when they got in line of like, oh, where's the ride at? That was the ride when they was just in line.
Oh, yeah. See, our daughter, she's the type where, like, she's not standing in line. She's like, after a while, she's like, I don't care. I'm just not going to do it.
Nope.
She's like, she's checking out. Regardless if at the end of that is the freaking ride of her life, she's not standing. Our son, he'll stand all day. He'll be like, I'm going to thug it out. But our daughter, she's checked out. She's checked out.
But thank y'all for tuning in with us as always. Y'all lovely. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. See y'all in the next one.